Hey guys, welcome to Advices Media. This is Chetan and I'm going to do a complete review of the Samsung Galaxy Trend S7392 device from Samsung that retails for Rs 8500 in the India market, and it comes with a 4-inch capacitive touchscreen and the Android OS. So this is the front touchscreen, that's a WVGA resolution display, and that comes with the 480 into 800 pixels of resolution. So talking about the body, it has got 3 megapixel camera on the rear side with the speaker grill just beside to it. There's no flash support given to the device, and you can see a few buttons on the side. That's the volume rocker keys on the left side, the power key on the right. There's a micro USB port on the bottom, and also a jack for the headphone, the 3.5 headset jack on the top. So that's a pretty simple and good looking design, and the phone is very comfortable to hold in the hands. It pretty much fits easily, and it has got a very curved and good body, but it's a little bit thick device, and that actually would help you for holding the device perfectly for a good comfort. On the front, as you can see, is a earpiece and the Samsung branding, and there's a bottom home key, that's a physical one, and the menu options and the back keys are the touch buttons. So that's all about the physical aspect. Now let's try to start up the device. Just before the starting up, we'll see what all has come in the back packaging. So this is a removable back panel that's quite thin and a bit bendable. So this is the battery, that's a 1500 mAh battery that you can see here. This is a 1500 mAh battery, and apart from that, these are the 2 SIM card slots, as this is a dual SIM device, and there is a micro SD card slot to insert the micro SD card for the storage expansion. Now let's try to insert the battery back into the phone, and we'll try to start up the device and see. We'll have to press this for a couple of seconds to start the device. And this is the Galaxy Trend starting up for the first time. Not for the first time actually. It would give a couple of vibrations when starting up to show the progress of the device being started up. And this is the lock screen of the device, which would show you the time and also the notification panel, which can be pulled down directly from the lock screen to see if any notifications are present, and you won't need to unlock the device screen to check any notifications. And from there you can even play around with the various options that are included. Let's try to go to the home screen by swiping, and this is the standard home screen with the TouchWiz UI. These are the various multiple home screens. There are 5 home screens included here, and while you can pull in and you can add more home screens here, that's to a total of 7 home screens. You can just pull one down, and that can be removed here. So this is the standard home screen from the Samsung in most of the Samsung devices. Now let's try to see the Android version that this device is coming with. That's the Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean OS, and that is being run in this particular device, and it comes with most of the standard applications that the TouchWiz UI devices come with. It's the T-Memo, the Google applications, that's the Google settings, the Google Plus, Maps, Google Chrome, also the YouTube application that's from Google, and the Google Doc. The bottom ones are the one we had installed recently to check the various performance of the device. There's also Dropbox with the 50 GB storage given for free along with this device when it's purchased. So as you can see, this is the options key, which shows a lot of options when you directly press it from one of the app pages, where you can play around with the folders. You can create new folders, share the applications with the other users. You can select any application and you can share it via Dropbox, Bluetooth, or the various other options. As you try to install more and more applications, the sharing option would increase in that way. So the camera is a 3 megapixel one that doesn't have a flash support, so you cannot expect much of a good quality from the camera, but still it's quite neat for the pricing that you are getting it for. And it isn't any out of focus or touch to focus, but you can still zoom by pinching in and out. You'll just have to place the camera in a proper position because it doesn't do much of focusing by itself. And the capturing too is taking quite a bit of time because the processor isn't that good, and as you can see, the image quality is not real good. It's 3 megapixel camera and the processor of 1 gigahertz is not that great for capturing pictures and videos. Still, you can see a few shooting modes here: the single shot, panorama, and the share shot, smile shot. There are a few effects: black and white, the sepia, and negative. Still, Samsung has tried to done a good job in including a few modes, capturing modes and effects, so that one cannot just do the blind capturing with the direct camera because the quality isn't that real good. As you can see, it is showing a bit of lag, and that's due to the processor and also the RAM of 512 MB, which won't be supporting a lot of multitasking, and we checked by holding the bottom key and the home key for a couple of seconds, and that would show, and from there you can close the application directly. So the other applications included are the calculator, calendar, clock, the chat on Messenger app, the gallery is a standard Samsung gallery that comes with the various folders that comes from the Google Picasa account, if at all you have added your Google account into the device. And this is the gallery of the camera of this device. So camera wise, you shouldn't be expecting much of a quality here, but for the device to have a 4.1.2 Jelly Bean OS, this is a pretty good one for the pricing of rupees 8,500, and especially when you are considering a good brand to purchase a product and you have a budget of below 10,000 rupees. Also, to compare with this is the Samsung Galaxy S Duos and the Samsung Galaxy Ace Duos. These are the two models which range for around rupees 9,000, and the S Duos comes with a 4-inch capacitive touchscreen and also 1 GHz processor, while the Ace Duos comes with a 3.5-inch touchscreen and the Jelly Bean OS in that too, and there's also 1 GHz processor in that. So there are three devices in the similar fashion of specifications, but the pricing of this one looks a bit lesser and good. But the camera has been a compromise here because the Galaxy S and Ace, both of them have got the 5 megapixel camera, but this one has a 3 megapixel, that too without a flash support. So this was all about the Samsung Galaxy Trend S739 device from Samsung. Do check out the channel for the tips, tutorials, reviews and unboxing. Thank you.